Lomachenko on the canvas. And here he is in the flesh, Terence "Bud" Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. Vasiliy "the Matrix" Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest. He's a former world champion in multiple weight classes.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Tom. This is ridiculous.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terence "Bud" Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champion of the world, Vasiliy Lomachenko.
Fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad?
All right,
I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup, and here we go. And there's the bell to start round 1. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. What a punch. Right hand. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
You'd like to see more jabs. How about that time counter shot? Counter punch right up the middle. How about that time counter shot? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fight to get out there and get the job done.
On to the second round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. How about that time counter shot? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
You want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
It's all offense all the time. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance without a doubt.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. They both want a highlight reel knockout. That jab misses. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Focus back, get that jab back. Just box it, just I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just the same back and win the round, right? It's only one round.
There's the bell for round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Both men step back for just a moment. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Misses with the jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. There's the bell to start round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Jab does not score. They block the left there. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the... Great work.
There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Swing and a miss with the jab. How about that time counter shot? Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously...
Round 7, here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Punch, counter punch. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counter punch.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Beautiful counter punch. Lomachenko on the canvas. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five. Give me your ball.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. And we enter the 8th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Misses with the straight left. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion.